testing. Let's see how this sounds. Actually, okay, doesn't seem too bad. Alright, now just do a little more setup. Give me 1 minute. Alright, man, getting audio situations out of control is a nightmare. Hello, everybody. Hopefully I'm not being drowned out by the music. Hopefully the music won't be a big deal, and if it is, somebody can tell me as we're going through this, but for now... This game isn't notorious for being loud as far as more minus like the weapons. Let me refresh my page. I keep meaning to grab a drink. Give me 1 sec. I spent like 15 minutes looking at this before I decided to wait until stream, so let me just kind of do a quick overview of everything that comes with the first game. So we got the original release from 1998, and it has all these extra added on languages, which I think is pretty cool. We have the VR missions, which was released a year later, predominantly in North America, which I think is actually kind of funny. Special missions. I don't actually know the difference between... Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like slightly different variations of the VR collection, which pretty cool. And then there was Integral. Integral. That's a new one. I'm gonna use that. Originally released in Japan in 1999. Has English only audio. But it has all of the stuff from like the VR, special difficulties, stuff like that. I will probably be showing off everything. Actually, it's not a probably, it's a yes, I'm going to be showing off everything. For now, we're going to start with the original 1998 release of Metal Gear Solid. I'm gonna come into here actually and do something real quick though, because when I found out about this, it made me super happy. So, if people know something special about this game is a certain boss reads your data. They added a way to kind of mess with that. So, I'm just gonna do this. I feel like I'm missing one, and my brain's not cooperating. Hold on. Okay, I just can't count. That's what it is. I love that this is a thing. Like, I love that. Okay, so I don't think it matters if there's anything in here, but if it does, I'm just gonna like make it look like my own personal memory card for the second one. There we go. Now we can start the game.
Nuclear weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by next-generation special forces, being led by members of FOXHOUND. They're demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss, and they say that if their demands are not met within 24 hours, they'll launch a nuclear weapon. You'll have two mission objectives. First, you're to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and the president of Armstech, Kenneth Baker. Both are being held as hostages. Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike and stop them if they do.
What's the insertion method?
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim. High-tech Special Forces Unit FOXHOUND. Your former unit, and one that I was a commander of.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of FOXHOUND involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mattis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus, master of disguise. Vulcan Raven, giant and shaman. And Revolver Ocelot, specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter. And finally, in charge of them, FOXHOUND squad leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake?
The man with the same codename as you. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP?
Yes. This is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
All right. Yep, that was basically the story. Oh, okay. I just totally must have misread this. I thought I couldn't turn this off. For personal reasons, I'm going to be turning this off. Like, out the gate, I think it's better to turn off the vibration for certain things that are coming up, because there's parts of this game that I don't want to break my controller. I had hoped that would have made it so. Never mind. Gonna keep the captions on. Oh, cool.
It's been a long time, Snake.
I should have known you were behind this, Colonel.
That's no way to greet an old war buddy, Snake.
What do you want from me?
I just invited you here so we could have a talk.
Invited? That's what you call sending armed soldiers after me?
Sorry if they were a little rough with you. But we've got a serious situation here. Only you can get us out of it.
I'm retired from FOXHOUND. You're not my commander anymore, and I don't have to take orders from you or anyone else.
You will take these orders. I know it.
Excuse me.
Who's this?
Dr. Naomi Hunter. She's chief of FOXHOUND's medical staff, and an expert in gene therapy.
Are you military?
No, civilian. I've been sent here from ATGC. Pleasure to meet you, Snake. Don't worry, this injection won't hurt a bit.
What's the shot for?
What's wrong? You don't like shots?
Snake, listen up. It all went down 5 hours ago. Heavily armed soldiers occupied Shadow Moses Island. a remote island off the coast of Alaska.
What soldiers?
Next Generation Special Forces, led by members of Unit FOXHOUND. They've presented Washington with a single demand, and they say that if it isn't met, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
A nuclear weapon?
I'm afraid so. You see, the island is the site of a secret nuclear weapons disposal facility.
FOXHOUND hijacking a nuclear weapon?
Now you understand how serious the situation is. You'll have two mission objectives. First, you're to rescue the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, and the president of Arms Tech, Kenneth Baker. They're both being held as hostages.
Those are some heavy-duty hostages.
Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to launch a nuclear strike, and stop them if they do. Any questions, Snake?
Questions? I haven't even said whether I'd accept this mission.
Well, you can make up your mind after you hear more about the situation.
Alright, we have our mission. I don't know what I expected pressing that, to be totally honest with you. Was not expecting it to replay. Operation Outline.
Colonel, I don't work for the government anymore. Let me go back to Twin Lakes.
Why, Snake? Is your life in Alaska all that great?
There's a dog sled race this week. Next Saturday, I have to be in Anchorage.
The Iditarod? The longest sled race in the world? When did you become a dog musher?
Right now, my 50 Huskies are my only family. I've got to take care of them.
Don't worry about your dogs.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, Snake, but this vessel is headed for the Bering Sea. There's no room for debate.
I told you, even if I do owe you, I don't owe anything to this army or this country.
You will accept this assignment.
Why should I be stupid enough to do that? I'm no patriot.
Snake, there's enough dirt in your file from your days as an agent to keep you in the stockade until you're a very old man.
Oh, I see. Blackmail.
No, Snake. I prefer to look at it as helping you come to a decision more easily. But anyway, I know you better than that. You'd take this assignment even without the threat.
Why do you say that?
You're a natural-born soldier. You're not the grow old gracefully type. It's the same for all of us who've seen real action. The only place we can feel truly alive is on the battlefield. I'm a soldier too. I know those feelings of powerlessness, frustration that you feel every day. You've tried to play the Boy Scout out there in Alaska, but you can't race dogs in the snow forever. Why don't you come back to us and be a soldier again?
You think my life is some kind of a joke?
Snake, I just want to give you back your purpose in life.
I forgot how much of a douchebag the Colonel was in this game at times. I keep pressing all the wrong buttons. Oh, that's why it wasn't working. I have to go over to it.
Tell me about the nuclear weapon disposal facility.
The disposal facility includes a hardened underground base. Even with our most advanced intelligence gathering equipment, we can't tell what's happening inside.
So someone needs to penetrate, gather intelligence, and report back. Sounds like a spy movie. What's the insertion method?
Well, an air insertion is impossible.
Not with this storm going on.
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
Approach?
Yes, within a few miles of it. The facility is equipped with sonar detection capabilities. They'd be able to hear our engine or propeller noise.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV.
Launch?
Same as a torpedo, only this has no propulsion device of its own. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim.
You want me to swim in sub-zero Alaskan water?
Don't worry. That suit represents the latest advances in polythermal technology. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP?
Yes. This is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
What's the time limit?
24 hours. They say they'll launch after 24 hours.
Do they say what the target will be?
So far, they haven't mentioned the target.
When did the countdown start?
5 hours ago.
I don't understand why that couldn't be its own video. Why that couldn't have been mixed in with the other video I made.
Colonel, who are you speaking for?
Naturally, I'm representing the U.S. government.
So who's in supervisory control of this operation?
The President of the United States.
Which means that the President must be meeting with his top aides in the map room about now, huh?
No, at this point they're still video conferencing with each other.
If that's a real nuclear warhead, shouldn't they issue a COG?
Not yet. The Secretary of Defense has operational control and is fully aware of the situation. After you infiltrate, if you determine they possess nuclear launch capabilities, a COG will be issued.
Well, if they haven't relocated to the nuclear shelter under Mount Washington, I suppose there isn't that much reason to worry yet. Is the National Security Agency in on this?
Yes. So is the DIA, the Defense Intelligence Agency.
The DIA? I'm starting to get a bad feeling about this.
They'll be sending us some support.
We don't need desk jockeys. We need a nuclear weapons specialist.
Of course. A nuclear weapons specialist has already been assigned to us.
We need backup from a specialist. I'm just an amateur when it comes to nuclear weapons.
I know. That's why I've requested the assistance of a military analyst named Nastasha Romanenko. She'll be providing you backup by codec.
A female analyst?
She's built up an impressive record as an advisor for the Nuclear Emergency Search Team. Contact her if you have any questions. She's also an expert on high-tech weapons.
Where's she working from?
At her home in Los Angeles.
California. Seems like 1,000,000 miles away.
I like stopped paying attention. Did anybody get her codec? I have some of the codecs memorized, but I didn't use her that often. I'll figure it out while I watch the rest of the videos.
Colonel, you're retired. Why are you involved in this?
Because there aren't many people who know FOXHOUND as well as I do.
Is that really the only reason?
I've been soldiering for a long time. I don't know anything else. I guess even though I'm getting a little old, I still love to be in the field.
Colonel, you're a lousy liar. Tell me the real reason.
Okay, Snake. Sorry. I'll be frank. A person very dear to me is being held hostage.
Who is it?
My niece, Meryl.
What was your niece doing here?
Several soldiers were reported missing the day of the revolt. And my niece was one of those called in as an emergency replacement.
She looks like you.
She's my little brother's girl. He died in the Gulf War, and since then I've been watching after her.
A personal motive, Colonel. That's not very soldierly.
I'm retired. I'm just an old man now. And I'm your friend.
Since when are we friends?
I've thought of us as friends since the fall of Zanzibar.
With my personality, I don't have too many friends.
That's what I trust about you. It's what makes you human. Please, Snake. Save my niece, Meryl.
All right. But I have two conditions.
Name them.
1, no more secrets between us. I want complete disclosure at all times. And 2, I'll only accept orders directly from you, Colonel. No cutoffs involved, okay?
Agreed. That's why I was called. But one thing.
What?
I'm not a colonel anymore. Just a retired old warhorse.
I understand, Colonel.
I forgot after the events of 1 and 2 he was retired. Yeah, I feel like no matter what, people are always just going to call him Colonel, though, so, I like that. That's just never died, even years later. Alright, carrying on.
That doctor, is she part of this operation too?
She was in charge of FOXHOUND's gene therapy. She knows more about those men than anyone else.
You mean you've seen them naked?
Make no mistake, I'm not a nurse. I'm a scientist.
By the way, what was that injection for?
It's a combination of nanomachines and an anti-freezing peptide so that your blood and other bodily fluids don't freeze, even at subarctic temperatures.
Nanomachines?
Not just one kind, either. There are different types which will replenish the supply of adrenaline, nutrition, and sugar in your bloodstream.
Now I don't have to worry about food.
I also put some nootropics in there.
Say what?
Nootropics. A class of drugs which will help improve your mental functioning.
It'll make me smarter, huh? Anything else?
Yes. Benzedrine. It's a type of stimulant. It'll keep you alert and responsive for 12 straight hours.
That was quite a cocktail. Anything else in there?
Those nanomachines will also keep your Codex batteries charged up.
I guess I can call you when I'm ready to go on a diet.
You're welcome.
The chief of DARPA and the president of an arms manufacturing company. What business did they have at a nuclear weapons disposal facility?
The truth is that secret exercises were being conducted at the time the terrorist group attacked.
Must be extremely important exercises if those two were directly involved. Were they testing some kind of new advanced weapon?
I'm not privy to that information.
Do we know exactly where they're being held?
The DARPA chief has also been injected with a mini-transmitter. As you get closer, you should be able to pick up his location on your radar.
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuclear missile?
They say they do. They even gave us the serial number of the warhead they plan to use.
Was the number confirmed?
I'm afraid so. At the very least, they've got their hands on a real nuclear warhead.
Isn't there some kind of safety device to prevent this type of terrorism?
Yes. Every missile and warhead in our arsenal is equipped with a PAL, which uses a discrete detonation code.
PAL?
Permissive Action Link. The safety control system built into all nuclear weapons systems. But even so, we can't rest easy.
Why not?
Because the DARPA chief knows the detonation code.
But even if they have a nuclear warhead, it must have been removed from its missile. All the missiles on these disposal sites are supposed to be dismantled. It's not that easy to get your hands on an ICBM.
That used to be true. But since the end of the Cold War, you can get anything if you have enough money and the right connections.
Remember that one. that part becomes super important later on. Like, anybody who's unfamiliar with the series, keep that in mind, because that is important.
How well armed are these terrorists? I know there was an exercise going on at the time they revolted.
They're heavily armed, I'm afraid.
What about their battle experience?
The 6 members of FOXHOUND in charge are all hardened veterans. They're tough enough to eat nails and ask for seconds.
I wouldn't expect anything less from FOXHOUND.
The others are next-generation special forces. They're not your average grunts either.
So what exactly are they demanding?
A person's remains.
Remains?
That's right. To be more accurate, cell specimens which contain the individual's genomic information.
Cell specimens? Why would they want that?
The terrorists need them. You see, these next-generation special forces have been strengthened through gene therapy.
Strengthened?
You've heard of the Human Genome Project. They've been mapping the human genome, and they're nearly finished. Following up on this research, the military has been working towards identifying those genes which are responsible for making effective soldiers.
There are genes that do that?
Yes. And using gene therapy, they're able to transplant those genes into regular soldiers.
Gene therapy?
I'll explain this part. With gene therapy, we can remove those genes which we know may lead to sickness or disease, and at the same time splice in genes with beneficial effects, such as resistance to cancer, for example.
In other words, we can overcome all sorts of genetic diseases, and at the same time add genetic characteristics as desired.
Okay. And so if you knew what genes were responsible for making the perfect soldier, you could implant them in the same way, right?
Yes, we could.
But it all depends on being able to isolate and identify those soldier genes.
And in order to do that, it's helpful if you can study the genomic information of one of the greatest soldiers ever.
One of the greatest soldiers ever?
The man they call the greatest warrior of the 20th century.
You don't mean Big Boss.
That's right. We've been working feverishly to identify the genes responsible for his incredible combat skill. So far, we've discovered about 60 of the so-called soldier genes.
So his body was recovered after all.
Yes, and his cells have remained frozen in a cryo chamber. His genomic information is a priceless treasure to mankind.
Priceless to the military, perhaps.
His body was burned severely, but it was possible to restore his DNA profile from just a single strand of his hair.
You people are amazing. And then you're gonna transplant those genes into soldiers?
Yes. We'll use a process that I discovered called gene targeting. The strongest soldiers don't become what they are by acquiring their skills through training or experience. We now know that hereditary factors are far more crucial for creating superior soldiers.
Snake, we can't give them his body. It's potentially more dangerous than all the nuclear warheads on that island put together.
I hear the terrorists are calling themselves the Sons of Big Boss.
The Sons of Big Boss? Tell me about these next-generation special forces.
They started out as an anti-terrorist special ops unit, made up of former members of biochem units, technical escort units, and the nuclear emergency surge team. Their purpose was to respond to threats involving next-generation weapons of mass destruction, including NBC weapons.
Until they were added, that is.
Who's they?
These guys didn't start out as regular army.
Looks like a pretty international group. Mercenaries?
Yeah, and it gets worse. Most of them were from a merc agency that I think you're familiar with. They were part of Big Boss's private guard. And after Big Boss went down, the military just bought out all their contracts.
Outer heaven.
After that, they were merged with our own VR unit, Force 21, and retrained. If you ask me, these so-called next-generation special forces should be called simulated soldiers. They have no real battle experience.
Video game players, huh?
Don't forget they've all been strengthened with gene therapy. They carry genes which make them excellent soldiers. Don't get careless just because they don't have much experience.
I thought using genetically modified soldiers was prohibited by international law.
Yes, but those are just declarations, not actual treaties.
The interesting thing is that nearly every member of the unit conspired in this attack.
How could an entire unit be subverted to rebellion?
They're calling it a revolution.
Since they all went through the same gene therapy, they probably felt closer than brothers. They see the unit as their only family.
The sons of Big Boss. But if they were regular army, they must have been interviewed periodically by army counselors.
According to their files, they all got straight A's on their psychological tests. They all seemed like fine, upstanding, patriotic soldiers.
But they all took part in the uprising?
No. Several people didn't show up on the day of the exercise. That's why there was a resupply of troops.
Was there any sign recently that something might be wrong?
There was a report a month ago that they were acting strangely.
Apparently they consulted classified information about the soldier genes and performed their own gene therapy experiments.
They can do that even without you?
Well, our gene therapy process is almost completely automated. And besides that, they're all geniuses with IQs over 180.
Even the existence of this genome army is a national secret of the highest order. We've been hoping to investigate this thing quietly and deal with it behind closed doors. High-Tech Special Forces Unit FOXHOUND. Your former unit, and one that I was a commander of. An elite group combining firepower and expertise. They're every bit as good as when I was commanding them.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of FOXHOUND involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mantis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, a beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus, master of disguise. Vulcan Raven, giant and shaman. And Revolver Ocelot, specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter.
Looks like a lovely bunch of folks. Too bad we'll be meeting under these circumstances.
And finally, in charge of them, FOXHOUND's squad leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake?
Yes. And you're the only person who can stand against him.
Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake. The man with the same codename as you.
Tell me what you know.
He fought in the Gulf War as a teenager, the youngest person in the SAS. His job was to track down and destroy mobile Scud missile launching platforms. You were there too, I believe. Didn't you infiltrate Western Iraq with a platoon of Green Berets?
I was just a kid myself back then.
The details are classified, but it seems that originally he penetrated the Middle East as a sleeper for the SIS.
He was a spy for the British Secret Intelligence Service?
But he never once showed his face in Century House. He was taken prisoner in Iraq, and after that there was no trace of him for several years. After you retired, he was rescued and became a member of FOXHOUND.
I thought that by the time I left they were no longer using codenames.
I don't know his real name. That information is so highly classified that even I can't look at it. Here's a photo of him. Pretty shocking, huh? His skin tone is different, but otherwise you two are exact duplicates.
I have a twin?
I don't know the details, but it seems so. That's why we really need you for this mission.
You're the only one who can beat him. Now that I've met you, I know. You've got something that he doesn't. I can see it in your eyes.
Why don't I find that thought more comforting?
I
need to borrow your scissors.
What are you going to do?
Don't worry, just gonna clean myself up a little.
Huh?
I don't want to be mistaken for the leader of the terrorists.
Okay, I'm pretty sure we just spent half an hour on just those alone. I started talking, and then I wasn't expecting Snake to just say something. So, okay. Okay. So, yep. There's our mission. Alright, we're gonna... The objective is to beat every game that comes out on the Master Collection before Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta comes out. When Delta comes out, I plan to play that too. Because as anybody who knows me knows Metal Gear Solid 3 is my favorite of the series. So I plan to play all of them as I can, which is why I was happy when I heard that Metal Gear 1 and 2 were also on here. But yeah, for now we're going to start through this. And we're going to witness the story of Metal Gear Solid. First, I'm going to play on normal because I don't feel like playing without a radar because it's been so long since I did that and I have no idea where everything is. In this one, from what I read, Integral comes with another mode called Very Easy, which gives you a weapon to start. We are playing the original version, so unfortunately that's not the case. So no matter what, we're just going to start on normal and go from there.
I'm going to swat down a couple of bothersome flies.
This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface. But make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got it. Okay, I'm ready to go.
God, finally. Hey, Mike. Oh, God. I've been live for 45 minutes, and this is just, like, only now starting the game. I forgot how long those videos were. Mike, when I get the VOD uploaded, you'll have to watch the briefing videos. Hopefully the game's not too loud. I was trying to keep a balance on my own since nobody was here, since none of the mods were going to tell me. Crash in. Snake. Snake. Move. Yeah, I think I got it. Oh, I switched controls. That's why. Circle and X are swapped again because I fixed it. Because I now use X to confirm things. Oh my god. Camera. Oh, you can only hold 2. Yeah, no, it definitely shows its age, but not...
Snake, there's an elevator there you can take up to the ground. You'll just have to wait for the elevator to come down. You better hide somewhere.
Colonel, I'm not 5. We literally talked about this a minute ago. Oh, fuck.
Snake, what happened? Snake! Snake!
That scared the shit out of me. Oh my god, I thought I was out of sight. I didn't think he saw me. Oh, okay. Well, so much for big boss rank. Oh god. Oh. Alright, let's try that again. Speaking of which, I should probably get this. Turn around and walk away. Yeah, like, you're not invisible. Like, feel the sight and everything is a little weird, but you're not invisible. Oh, what? Come on.
Snake, there's an elevator.
Yes, I'm aware. We've already talked about this. Okay, I shouldn't be sighted from here. Because, yeah, I think yes, thanks. Nobody comes up here, as far as I'm aware. Oh yeah, the sirens, get used to that, because they surprised me the first time when I was younger. Metal Gear Solid. Yeah, I get that feeling, Mike. It sucks. I just want to remind you, this is a PS1 game. Yeah, the first Metal Gear Solid came out on PlayStation 1.
It's Snake. I'm in front of the disposal facility.
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
How's that sneaking suit working out?
I'm nice and dry, but it's a little hard to move.
Bear with it. It's designed to prevent hypothermia. This is Alaska, you know.
Take it easy, I'm grateful. If it weren't for your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out there.
An anti-freezing peptide, Snake. All of the genome soldiers in this exercise are using it.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Already tested, huh? By the way, how's the diversionary operation going?
2 F-16s just took off from Galena and are headed your way. The terrorist radar should have already picked them up.
Behind D. Colonel, what's a Russian gunship doing here?
I have no idea. But it looks like our little diversion got their attention. Now's your best chance to slip in unnoticed.
What do you mean, Mike? She did answer it. She told him.
18 hours left until their deadline. You've got to hurry.
Wow, you must be crazy to fly a hind in
I
this
forgot
kind
the
of
scene
weather.
was so long.
Who's that?
Oh, sorry. I haven't introduced you to yet. This is Mei Ling. She was assigned to us as our visual and data processing specialist. She designed your codec, as well as your Soliton radar system. Contact her if you have any questions about either of them.
Nice to meet you, Snake. It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself. What's wrong?
Nothing. I just didn't expect a world-class designer of military technology to be so... cute.
You're just flattering me.
No, I'm serious. Well, I know I won't be bored for the next 18 hours.
Come on. I can't believe I'm being hit on by the famous Solid Snake. But I'm surprised. You're very frank for a trained killer.
Looks like we both have a lot to learn about each other.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to learning about the man behind the legend. But first, let me explain about your Soliton radar system. The bright dot in the middle is you, Snake. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision. Be careful, Snake. The genome soldiers have highly developed senses of hearing and vision due to their gene therapy. Make sure you don't let them see you.
First, I want you to infiltrate the disposal site and look for the DARPA chief.
The DARPA chief was injected with the same GPS transmitting nanomachines as you. He should appear on your radar as a green dot.
Get whatever information you can from him about the terrorists. If he's alive, that is.
Snake, your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it.
Yes, it gets jammed easily, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful.
We'll be monitoring your movements by radar, so contact us by codec anytime you want.
Got it. I'll call if I'm feeling lonely.
Seriously, Snake, we're here to back you up, so call if you need some information or advice.
I'm also in charge of your mission data. Contact me if you want me to record your current status. My frequency is 140.96. It's a dedicated frequency for saving data. Don't forget it.
Remember, except for your binoculars, you're naked. You need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
I remember. First I'm strip searched by Dr. Naomi here, and then all my weapons are taken away. Imagine yourself put in that position.
Well, if you make it back in one piece, maybe I'll let you do a strip search on me.
I'll hold you to that, Doctor. By the way, sorry to disappoint you, but I did manage to smuggle out my smokes.
How did you do that?
In my stomach. Thanks to the shot you gave me that suppressed my stomach acids.
Cigarettes? How are those going to help you?
You never know.
If you want to get in, there's the front door. It's the fastest way, but there's too much risk of being spotted by the enemy.
I can't just knock on the door and ask them to let me in. There's one sentry on the left and one on the right. They're armed with 5.56ers and pineapples.
What about the air duct near the door? There should also be a duct on the second floor.
I can't see it from here.
I'll let you decide the best COA. I'm counting on you, Snake.
Alright, so first, mailing is immediately put into your codec so you don't actually have to remember it like she says. So at any point you can just call her.
What can I do for you, Snake? Snake, remember what the Gaul said. The graveyards are full of indispensable men. Snake, you're all alone and surrounded by bad guys. Try to be careful and avoid getting into a fight whenever you can.
You're right. Wow, you know all sorts of great quotes, don't you?
Well, both my parents are from Guangdong, China. But I was born and raised in America. I've always liked reading literature from both sides. Kinda keeps me in touch. I'll share some more quotes with you if you like.
I'm looking forward to it. But to tell you the truth, I'd like to learn more about you.
Well, I'll think about it.
Yeah, that entire thing was cutscenes. I wasn't playing. Everything you were watching was all cutscene. And yeah, so to kind of explain, the reason Naomi's answer makes sense if you watch the briefing videos, which we did at the beginning. The soldiers got it first. Snake just got it like maybe an hour before the mission started. So it was tested. Oh, that reminds me. I said at the beginning I was actually going to do something. I don't remember if you get hers, so I'm not going to look it up, but I'm going to look up a couple of the codec frequencies for characters that I don't think actually get given to you.
This is Nastasha Romanenko. A pleasure to work with you, Solid Snake.
You're the nuclear specialist that the Colonel mentioned?
That's me. You can ask me anything about nukes that you want. I am also a military analyst, so I have an extensive knowledge of weapon systems as well. They asked me to participate in this operation as a supervisor from the Nuclear Emergency Search Team. I was happy to accept. We must not allow terrorists to get their hands on nuclear weapons of any kind. I hope I can help you to stop them.
You're a tough lady.
Those terrorists are serious about launching a nuclear weapon? The world cannot stand by idly and allow that to happen, and neither can I. Unfortunately, all I can do from here is provide you with information.
Hopefully that'll be enough. Another soldier here wouldn't make a difference anyway. It's good to work with you, Nastasha.
Same here, Snake.
Alright. Nastasha is my favorite character, one of my favorite characters in this game. You could go the whole game without calling her. So with the little booklet that came with the game originally, you got a list of codec calls from, you got a list of codec frequencies of who you can contact and how. Naomi doesn't have one. She's only found through Campbell, so I don't think you'll get Naomi as her own. But you could beat the game and never once call Nastasha, even though she is very important to plots later on in the series. So, if you happen to play the PS3 version or this version, and don't know the fact that she exists, you just completely could ignore a character with a lot of information that relates to later on in the game. I remember sort of the best way to do this. Fuck. No, I didn't want to call her.
The nuclear weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island was built at the beginning of this century. It was made only to temporarily store the nuclear warheads.
Why? If they wanted to dispose of them, why wouldn't they just dismantle them right away?
They cannot do that. You see, when you dismantle a warhead, you still have nuclear materials that must be stored. At this point, all of the nuclear material storage facilities are way past capacity. But they could not stop dismantling weapons while at the same time pushing Start 2.
So you're telling me that this base was built so they could temporarily avoid being in conflict with Start 2?
Most people think that we live in a safer world now. But with all the dismantled nuclear weapons and waste around, the threat of nuclear terrorism has increased tremendously.
It's ironic, isn't it?
Get used to this. I'm going to panic press buttons a lot. Because I tend to do that. Oh, what the fuck? Oh my god. Yeah, fuck it. At this point, let me just run in here and grab these. %, disclosure, I'm better at 2 and 3 than I am at the first one. The Metal Gear Solid 1 is the game I struggle with the most.
A surveillance camera?
Okay. I needed to like take a second to get my bearings straight. Ah, shit! There's a person. This is. Oh, whoops. Hold on. How do I play? So you are welcome to move at any point. Come on.
Snake, this is McDonald Miller. It's been a long time.
Master, what are you doing here?
I quit being a drill instructor, so I moved out here for some peace and quiet. I'm in retirement, just like you. Once in a while, I still help train the Alaskan Scouts.
Passing on the skills to a new generation, huh?
Campbell told me about the situation here. I thought I might be of some use.
There's no one I'd rather have in a foxhole than you.
Well, I know lots about survival in a harsh environment. I've lived in Alaska longer than you, so call me if you have any questions about the flora or fauna out here. My frequency is 141.80.
Wait, wasn't that Colonel's? Oh, wait. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if it spiked on my end or not. But yeah, that's Master Miller. I probably won't message him too much. There's reasons for that. You'll see later.
I moved the DARPA chief to the cell in the first floor basement.
What about the vent shaft cleaning?
They just opened the vent covers. They're about to start spraying for rats.
First floor basement ventilation shaft.
Shut those covers as soon as they're done spraying. Also, keep your eye on that woman in the cell. Don't get careless now.
Woman in the cell?
Did something happen?
There's an intruder.
Really?
He's already done 3 people.
He's killed 3 people?
Yeah. Say he's using stealth, too.
Stealth? There's an intruder besides me?
Anyway, I want you to increase the security detail on the chief.
God, you saying that Ditzy Blonde regenerating the world could mean anything. From anything, you know. I could also just like start listing off everybody who is a voice actor in this game. Because yeah, Master Miller's Cam Clark. You can count the pixels on these vents.
Press the action button to drop down.
Really? Really? Thanks. What the fuck? But no, I want this.
Use the elevator to change floors. There should be a cargo elevator that you can take down somewhere around there. Try to find it.
I was honestly totally expecting him to stop after take the elevator to go down. No, so some of the doors have, like, levels, like card key levels. So I don't have the card key for it. Also, thermal goggles. My favorite thing in these games. I will spare you guys the eye strain and not use it a lot. But in these games, I always use the thermal goggles because they help a lot. See, it says 1 on the door. I don't have a card key at all, so it's not going to do me any good anyways. Oh yeah, no, the game is like really good about blind spots and stuff.
Look at the radar. It's picking up the DARPA chief. He's the green dot. Hurry and rescue him.
Okay. Yes, I see. Security 6. Yeah, unfortunately, with depending on who's playing as Snake, it could go very gracefully Or very bad. Okay. Sorry, I had to send a message. Is there a green dot? Hold on. Are we talking about that glitchy mess up there that's supposed to be the DARPA chief? Because otherwise, none of these dots are green mailing.
Snake, if you want to go up or down a ladder, just press the action button by the ladder.
I just want to point out, right now, because of the Resident Evil 4 remake, people are complaining that games are too hand-holdy nowadays. God, people did not play this game. You also you have every right to ignore these calls, by the way. I just want to point out how funny it is that you will get called for every little thing. Like, I'm pretty sure a good chunk of the early game is with this because you keep taking calls. Please stop being Speedwagon for the worst reasons. Yes. Alright, SOCOM bullets. So 100% disclosure, I'm going to try to not kill as many people as I can. Unfortunately, with bosses, I think this is the game where it's unavoidable. In other games, you can use non-lethal methods. So bosses will have to die normally, but we are going to try to go for as stealthy as I can.
Snake, the DARPA chief's signal is coming from somewhere in that area. Isn't there some place to drop down? Take a look around in first-person view mode.
Did I pull on? Actually, I don't remember it being this hand-holdy. Oh my god. Wait. No, I think he's onto something because... okay, I was supposed to hit triangle to enter the first-person mode. That's how I got this.
Who's that?
He was actually onto something, it was just poorly worded.
I'm here to save you. You're the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, right?
You here to save me, huh? What's your outfit?
I'm the pawn they sent here to save your worthless butt.
Really? It's true. You don't look like one of them. In that case, hurry up and get me out of here.
Slow down. Don't worry. First, I want some information about the terrorists.
The terrorists?
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Sweet Jesus.
Is it possible?
It's possible. They could launch a nuke.
How do they plan to launch? I thought this place was just for keeping the dismantled warheads. They shouldn't have access to a missile.
What I'm about to tell you is classified information. Okay? We were conducting exercises with a new type of experimental weapon. A weapon that will change the world.
What?
A weapon with the ability to launch a nuclear attack from any place on the face of the Earth. A nuclear-equipped walking battle tank.
Metal Gear. It can't be.
You knew? Metal Gear is one of the most secret black projects. How did you know that?
We've had a couple of run-ins in the past. So that's the reason you were here at this disposal site?
Why else would I come to a godforsaken place like this?
I had heard the Metal Gear project was scrapped.
On the contrary, it's grown into a huge joint project between ArmsTech and ourselves. We were going to use this exercise as raw data and then proceed to mass production. If it hadn't been for the revolution, Rex has fallen into the hands of terrorists.
Rex?
Metal Gear Rex. The code name for the new Metal Gear prototype. They're probably already finished arming the warhead they plan to use with Rex. These guys are pros. They're all experienced in handling and equipping weapons.
Hey! Shut up in there, will ya?
But I thought that all nuclear warheads were equipped with safety measures. Some kind of detonation code that you have to input.
Oh, you mean PAL? Yes, of course, there is a PAL. It's set up so that you need to input 2 different passwords in order to launch the device.
There are 2 passwords?
Yes. Baker knows one, and I know one.
Baker? The president of ArmsTech?
That's right. Each of us needs to input our password, or there can be no launch. But they found out my password.
You talked?
Psycho Mantis can read people's minds. You can't resist.
Psycho Mantis?
One of the members of FOXHOUND. He has psychic powers.
This is bad.
It's just a matter of time before they get Baker's too.
If they find out Baker's password...
Yes, they'll be able to launch a nuke anytime. But there is a way to stop the launch.
What?
The card keys.
Card keys?
They were designed by ArmsTech, the system developers, as an emergency override. Even without the passwords, you can just insert the card keys and engage the safety lock.
And if I do that?
Yes. You can stop the launch.
That card key.
So where are the keys?
Baker should have them. Listen, you need 3 card keys. There are 3 different slots to put them in. You need to insert a card into each one of them.
Okay, 3 card keys. Do you know where they might be keeping Baker?
Somewhere in the 2nd floor basement.
2nd floor basement?
I heard the guards say they moved him to an area that has a lot of electronic jamming.
Any other clues?
Yes. They cemented over the entrances, but didn't have enough time to paint them. Why don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color? Here, take this. It's my ID card. It'll open any level 1 security door. It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electrical field.
Personal area network, huh?
It transmits data using the salts in your body as the transmission medium. As you approach the door's security devices, they'll read the data stored in the card.
And the doors will open automatically. Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
You haven't heard any other way to disarm the PAL, have you? From your bosses or anyone?
No.
Are you sure you haven't heard anything?
I just said no.
So does the White House plan to give in to the terrorists' demands?
That's their problem. It has nothing to do with my orders.
But what about the Pentagon?
Pentagon? What is it?
Hey, what happened?
dead. Naomi, the chief. What happened?
I don't know. It looked like a heart attack, but...
A heart attack? No. Colonel, are you hiding something from me?
Absolutely not. Snake, you've got to understand. This op is security level red. You need the highest security clearance to get access to the complete file.
You want me to believe that you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the file?
I told you, the Secretary of Defense is in operational control. I'm just here as your support. Snake, we don't have time to debate. Get out of there and find President Baker.
I want to remind people this came out the same year as Final Fantasy VII. Hi, Z. Whoops. Yep, so now we got it. Card key. I am 5 years old.
Don't move! So you killed the chief, you bastard! Liquid? No, you're not. Don't move!
Is this the first time you ever pointed a gun at a person? Your hands are shaking. Can you shoot me, rookie?
Careful, I'm no rookie.
Liar. That nervous glance, that scared look in your eyes. They're rookie's eyes if I ever saw them. You've never shot a person, am I right?
You talk too much.
You haven't even taken the safety off, rookie.
I told you I'm no rookie!
You're not one of them, are you?
Open that door. You've got a card, don't you?
Why?
So we can get the hell out of here!
Looks like we'll be a little delayed. What are you doing? Don't think! Shoot! What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a rookie!
I'm telling you, shoot!
The Dakota calls are 100% vocal. The only game that they're not vocal is the first ones. Reload, you idiot! Wait. Oh, I'm out. Oh, shit!
Thanks for the help.
Wait! Who are you?
Oh, you mean that.
You fool! You've killed him!
I'm sorry, sir.
His mental shielding was very strong. I could not dive into his mind. Now we'll never get that detonation code. Boss, I have a good idea.
I don't remember that cutscene.
Good girl. Just like that.
I just had some kind of hallucination. Is it from the nanomachines?
No, Snake. The nanomachines are functioning properly.
So what was it?
It must have been psychometric interference coming from Psycho Mantis, Foxhound's psychic. Think of it as a mental feedback loop.
So that was Mantis.
I love how both of you missed the entire point of that cutscene. Also, Z. So, I misread what you said. So, codec calls are entirely based only you can hear what they're saying, but you talking will still be heard. So Snake raising his voice can still be heard by people around him. Just the transmission coming in can only be heard by him. So how card keys work? You equip it, walk in. By the way, Mike, what you just saw was what you heard was this. She knocked out the guard and stole his clothes. Also, yeah, this is the introduction to Johnny. You'll learn more about him later. Well... Oh, that's just a ration. I don't need that. I don't think Snake would fit into those clothes. No, you can't steal. You can't steal people's clothes. Meryl can. I just want to point out, though, I wasted so much ammo because all I did during that part was I literally just kept spamming square while the guards kept coming in. I hate that part so much, so I was just like, fire! Just get it done. Oh. Fucking hell. God, I'm an idiot. I saw the pressure plate, and I still just kind of stood there because I'm fucking stupid. That being said,
you caught Snake?
Yeah, the trapdoors. That's why I equipped the thermal goggles too. I forgot about that.
Snake, listen to what Lo Ji said. He who knows that enough is enough will always have enough. Just because you see an item doesn't mean that you always have to get it. If you don't really need it, think twice before you stick your neck out. It might not be worth it.
Holy shit, I feel called out. Thank you, Mei Ling. And no, the secret was death. Alright, let's try that again. We're gonna go this way. Five. Yes! C4! Yay! Wait. God, I'm not gonna lie, I cannot wait to get to 3. 2 and 3, because 2 and 3 control way better than this game ever will. This game is still really good for its time, but 2 and 3 are just superior games when it comes to controlling. One of these rooms has a trap in it, I remember. How do you reload? Oh. Never mind. Figured it out. Thank you, Z. What was it he said about different colored walls? The DARPA chief said something about looking for the walls that are different colors. This feels too obvious. Oh, perfect. Yes, I learned my lesson from that one. You know, these... Am I blind? Okay, I know this is the spot because of the outline. Are these different colors? Like, be honest with me. Are these different colors? Oh my god. Well, no, because the DARPA chief said they're supposed to be different colors. I don't see different colors. I see the outline. I could see the outline of the, of where it's supposed to be, but it all looks like one color to me. I'm blue-green colorblind, Z. So, to me, it's all one color. Okay, so it's a blue tint. That's why I'm not seeing it. I can't tell that it's different. Especially on an HD TV, that doesn't come through as clearly at all.
Am I too late? He's alive. You're the Arms Tech president, Kenneth Baker, right? Don't worry. I'm here to save you.
No, don't touch it!
C4.
Right. Touch that wire, and the C4 will blow up along with the old man. So you're the one that the boss keeps talking about.
And you?
Special Operations Foxhound. Revolver Ocelot. I've been waiting for you, Solid Snake. Now we'll see if the man can live up to the legend. This is the greatest handgun ever made. The Colt Single Action Army. 6 bullets, more than enough to kill anything that moves.
Not if you keep dropping them on the floor.
Now I'll show you why they call me Revolver. Draw!
All right.
Hiding won't hurt. I love you. All right, alive. You better hurry up, the old man. Don't you want to settle this? I love the smell of corda. You know, that sulfurous smell. But to you, it'll be the smell of your own death. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I'm out. So let's try something. Whoops.
You idiot!
I like how Ocelot's the one that got mad there. Like, wow. Like, I guess we're on the same. We are on the same side here on that one, Ocelot. Let's try that again. Oh, that was Ocelot saying "you idiot." Like, wow. Oh, fuck, my laptop's about to die. Where's my charger? God, I forgot how stupid this game was at times. God, I love this game. Alright, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick, and then I'm gonna redo the fight. Alright, I'm back. I got a text message from Jay saying, good job. It's like, god damn it. I really should have known better. I'm not gonna lie, this game is good solely for its story, but gameplay-wise and everything, the later entries have this game beat. This is still one of my favorites story-wise, but man, this game just ages.
I love to reload during a battle. All right, I'm alive. Let's go. Don't you want to settle this?
I do want to settle this, but you run away like a bitch. Because that's all you are.
You're pretty good. Just what I'd expect from the man with the same code as the boss. It's been a long time since I had such a good fight, but I'm just getting warmed up. What? My hand! Stealth camouflage. Can't you even die right? You were lucky. We'll meet again! Who are you? I like you. I have no name. That exoskeleton. Who the hell?
Can you talk?
Who are you?
I'm not one of them. The DARPA chief told me he gave them his detonation code. What about yours?
Oh, I get it. Jim sent you. You're from the Pentagon.
Answer my question. What about your code? There's no time.
I talked.
What? Now the terrorists have both codes and can launch any time.
It's not like I didn't fight. I managed to resist Psycho Mantis's mind probe.
He couldn't read you? How'd you do it?
Surgical implants in my brain.
Surgical implants?
Kind of like a psychic insulation. Everyone who knows these top-secret codes has it.
Even the DARPA chief?
Of course.
But the DARPA chief said Mantis got his code by reading his mind.
Are you sure you heard him right?
Yeah, I'm sure. In that case, how did they get your code?
I never had any training on how to resist torture.
It looks like he had some fun with you, all right.
Oh, he's not human. I tell you, he loved every second of it.
What happened to your arm?
He broke it.
Looks like you're more than even now. His was sliced off.
Ha, you're a funny man. So the DARPA chief, is he okay?
Dead.
What? Can't be. No, that's not what you promised, Jim. Now you want to shut me up?
Calm down. What's wrong with you? I just told you I was here to save you. I didn't kill the DARPA chief. He had a heart attack or something.
A heart attack? Oh, don't be a fool.
Anyway, the terrorists have both codes now.
Those boys are totally insane. They wouldn't hesitate to launch.
I agree, but what do they really want?
Oh, who knows?
Maybe they're like us in the arms industry, always looking forward to the next good war.
Well, I'm not gonna let these maniacs start a war today. You still have the card keys?
Card keys?
To override the detonation code. I heard you had them.
No, not anymore.
What? Who does then? Not the terrorists?
No, that woman.
Woman? Who?
A soldier that was thrown in prison along with me.
A female soldier, it must be.
She said she had just joined up as a new recruit. They threw her in prison because she refused to take part in the rebellion.
A new recruit? Could that be the Colonel's niece?
I gave her the key. Looks like she managed to break out of here, though. I hope she's okay.
I'm sure she is. She's green, but as tough as they come. But how did you know she escaped?
I was in contact with her by codec. Until I was tied up here, that is.
Codec?
Yes, she stole it from the guard. If she still has it, you should be able to contact her.
I'm sure she still has it. What frequency was she at?
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, it's... Oh, sorry. I forgot.
Damn!
Oh, that's right. It should be on the back of the CD case. Try to contact her.
I'll contact her right away. But tell me, if this doesn't work, is there some other way to prevent the missile launch?
You need to find Hal Emmerich, one of my employees.
Who's that?
The team leader of the Metal Gear Rex project. A genius at engineering, but a little bit of an oddball. If there's anyone who can figure out how to stop Metal Gear from launching, it's him.
What if he can't come up with anything?
You'll have to destroy it. Emmerich knows how to destroy Metal Gear.
Where is this Emmerich?
Well, he's probably being held somewhere in the nuclear warhead storage building. It's north from here. That's where he worked.
I understand, but why Metal Gear? The nuclear age ended with the turn of the millennium.
Oh, you're wrong. The threat of nuclear war isn't gone. In fact, it's greater than it's ever been. The amount of spent nuclear fuel and plutonium is increasing even today. Listen, have you ever seen a warehouse full of nuclear material?
No.
Drums and drums of nuclear waste stacked this high, as far as you can see. Because there's still no real way to dispose of the stuff.
So they just close the lid and try to pretend like it'll go away?
Essentially, yes. And they're not even doing a good job of storing it. Many of the drums are corroded, with nuclear waste seeping out of them.
Unbelievable.
Not only that, but several pounds of MUF are reported every year.
MUF?
It stands for material unaccounted for. It proves that there's a large and well-organized black market in nuclear materials. Furthermore, since the end of the Cold War, Russian nuclear engineers in particular are out of work with no way to turn. In other words, there's plenty of available nuclear material and scientists for making a bomb. We live in an age when any small country can have a nuclear weapons program.
What about the other superpowers?
Russia and China still maintain a significant nuclear presence. Complete nuclear disarmament is an impossibility. To maintain our own policy of deterrence, we need a weapon of overwhelming power.
You mean Metal Gear?
Yes. You know our industry suffered quite a blow as a result of the cuts in military budgets due to this so-called peace.
I remember hearing a lot about mergers and takeovers among the big weapons makers.
Yes, and after my company lost their bid to produce the Air Force's next line of fighter jet, the Metal Gear system was our last ace in the hole. That's why we pushed to have Metal Gear developed as a black project.
Black project?
Secret projects paid for by the Pentagon's black budget. You can avoid a lot of red tape and get a great lead time on your weapons production. And no one can bother you. Not even those bleeding heart liberals on the Military Oversight Committee.
Bribes.
I prefer to think of it as good business. Anyway, Metal Gear was going to be formally adopted after the results of this exercise were analyzed.
I don't give a crap about you and your company.
Yes, that's about what I'd expect from a grunt like you. Here, this is what you came for, right?
What's that?
An optical disc. It's all here. The main hard drive was destroyed by gunfire. This is the only remaining copy of the data.
What kind of data?
All the data collected from this exercise. don't play dumb. I know you were sent to get this. I hid it from that sadistic maniac while he was torturing me. They don't know this disc exists. Make sure you report this to Jim. To your boss. I'll give you my card, too. It'll open up all security level 2 doors.
Can you walk?
No. No, you go on without me. They got my password. They don't want anything else from me.
I have one more question. Who or what was that ninja thing? It looked like you knew something.
That ninja? That was FOXHOUND's dark little secret.
Dark little secret?
An experimental genome soldier.
You know him?
You should ask Dr. Naomi Hunter from FOXHOUND. She knows better than I.
Naomi?
You've got to stop them. If it goes public, my company and I are finished.
What? Doesn't Metal Gear use currently existing technology?
Metal Gear itself does, but... What did you do to me? Oh, no. Oh, no, it can't be. Those Pentagon bastards. So, they actually went and did it.
What are you talking about?
They're just using you for...
What the hell? Colonel, are you listening? Now he's dead too.
I have no idea.
Don't lie to me.
It looked like another heart attack, but...
Some kind of poison?
Well, there are lots of drugs that can cause a heart attack in large doses. For example, potassium chloride or dioxides, but we won't be able to tell without doing an autopsy.
Damn!
Snake, I want you and Meryl to work together.
Can I trust her?
More than you can trust me. Get in contact with her.
Snake, there's a lot of electrical interference coming from there. It should be okay if you do burst transmission like us, but normal transmission is probably impossible. Try moving away from that area.
Snake, get a hold of yourself.
Naomi, what the hell was that ninja thing? A member of FOXHOUND?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, we have no one like that in our unit.
Is that right?
Snake, I'm counting on you.
Alright, for beating bosses and big major events, you get a health increase. A lot of this stuff makes sense if you've played Metal Gear 1 and 2. The story's still pretty good without it, and that's why I plan to go back and do those once we finish the main, like, what everybody knows. Yeah, the Colonel's fishy. Alright, let me restock my bullets, too, because... Oh yeah, every boss fight, you get a bullet increase, too, so now I can hold 49 SOCOM bullets. Whoops. Oh, that's a 4. The Cyborg Ninja was not... Psycho Mantis is somebody else. that Cyborg Ninja is a completely different character we'll get into later. Oh, wait and see. Don't answer that, Z. But no, you're gonna wait and see, Mike. Because that's actually kind of important! No, the heart attack thing is something that you'll learn later. Yeah, guys, he's not asking about the person. Oh, shh! So, this is where the cigarettes come in handy. If you equip the cigarettes, you can actually see the smoke lines. You also lose health for having them on, though. Oh wait, now that we're out of here, I'm gonna do this in safety. So, I'm gonna first see how this game handles what I'm about to do. So, unfortunately, this game doesn't have a physical disc. So, let's open this menu, and I want to see if the streaming continues to work if I open this. Is it coming through? Can you guys hear me still, or did it decide to be a bitch? Cool. So, in the original Metal Gear Solid, Meryl's codec you could only find on the back of the game disc. I mean, not the game disc, the game case. So I have this memorized solely because it is just annoying if you just don't have the case. And on PS3, the PS3 was worse about this because there is no way to get it because this does not exist in the PS3. So as you can see, it's 14015. So now with that in mind,
Who are you?
I was really impressed with the way you busted yourself out of there.
The one from the prison?
You're the Colonel's niece, Meryl, right?
No, it's not him. Just exactly who are you?
I'm the fool that your uncle sent all alone into the middle of this whole mess.
You came by yourself? You think you're some kind of one-man army?
I don't need lectures. You're just like your uncle, you know?
How do you know my uncle?
We go way back.
What's your name?
My name's not important.
Aha. Could you be Snake? Are you Solid Snake?
That's what some people call me.
The legendary Solid Snake? You? Sorry about before. I wasn't sure if you were one of the good guys.
But I knew you were.
How?
It's your eyes.
My eyes?
They're not soldiers' eyes.
And they're rookies' eyes, right?
No, they're beautiful, compassionate eyes.
Oh, just what I'd expect from the legendary Solid Snake. You trying to sweep me off my feet?
Don't worry, you'll land back on them once you meet me. The reality is no match for the legend, I'm afraid.
Oh, I don't believe that.
Why did you look so surprised when you saw my face?
Because you look just like him.
You mean the terrorist leader, Liquid Snake?
Yeah, you know him? You're not brothers, are you?
I have no family.
So what's the deal then?
Who knows?
I hate that line.
Him? But first I want some information. You were involved in this exercise from the beginning. What exactly happened here?
I'm sorry. I was captured along with President Baker right after the terrorist attack.
That's okay. But what is this place? I don't think it's just a nuclear weapons disposal facility.
Boy, oh boy, it's just like them. Nobody told you anything, did they? Okay, you see, this place isn't really for disposing nuclear weapons. This base is owned and operated by a dummy corporation of arms tech.
This is a civilian base?
Right, for the development of Metal Gear.
Colonel.
FOXHOUND and the Next Generation Special Forces were called here for the test launching of a dummy nuclear warhead.
Why FOXHOUND?
Because they're a special ops group used to handling top-secret missions. They figured they could help keep it all hush-hush.
But we must have fired nuclear warheads before. Why just this time?
I heard it was because this was to be a final test before the formal adoption of the Metal Gear program. Well, that's what I heard anyway.
Sounds kind of fishy. So what do you think the terrorists want?
Sorry. I'm not sure. I was captured with President Baker right after the revolt started.
Oh yeah, that's when he gave you the detonation code override keys, right?
That's right.
Amazing you were able to keep him hidden from the guards.
Well, women have more hiding places than men. Anyway, you met Baker, huh? How's he holding up?
He's dead.
What?
Heart attack. Same as the DARPA chief.
The chief died from a heart attack too?
Yeah. Was either of them sick or anything?
No, not that I heard of.
Well, I don't believe in coincidences. Something funny's going on.
Sounds like it, but I have no idea what.
Me neither. Yet. Do you know the person who designed Metal Gear?
You mean Dr. Emmerich?
Yes. Is he still alive?
Probably. He should be in the research lab in the second floor basement of the nuclear warhead storage building to the north.
Second floor basement?
Yeah, that's where his lab is. I think they're forcing him to work on the nuclear launching program.
So they'll need him alive until that's done anyway.
Then we better do something before he finishes.
You're right. In case we can't override the detonation code in time, I need to ask him how to destroy Metal Gear.
You plan to take that thing on by yourself, Snake?
It won't be the first time.
Ah.
What's the best way to get to the building where the doctor is being held?
There's a cargo door on the first floor of this building that leads to the north.
What's the security level of the door there?
5. But it's okay. I've got a level 5 card.
Well, I've got to go save the doctor. You should go.
I'm going with you.
No way. You're still too green. I want you to hide somewhere.
I'm not green.
Oh, yes you are. You pause for just 1 second in front of your enemy and it's all over. Good luck doesn't last forever.
I don't know what happened. I just couldn't pull the trigger right away. I never had any problems in training. But when I thought about my bullets tearing through those soldiers' bodies, I hesitated.
Shooting at targets and shooting at living, breathing people are different.
Ever since I was a little girl, I always dreamed about being a soldier. Every day of my life, I've trained my mind and body for the one day when I could finally see some real action. And now...
So what now? You want to quit?
I can't quit. I can't allow myself to quit now.
Listen, Meryl. Everybody feels sick the first time they kill someone. Unfortunately, killing is one of those things that gets easier the more you do it. In a war, all of mankind's worst emotions, worst traits come out. It's easy to forget what a sin is in the middle of a battlefield.
But this isn't a war. It's a terrorist action.
You're just a little jumpy from the combat high. The adrenaline in your bloodstream is starting to thin out. Just take it easy.
But I learned all about combat high at the academy.
We'll talk about it later. For now, just think about keeping yourself alive.
If I get out of here alive, I'll think about that other stuff.
Okay. Let me try to say this another way. Stay the hell out of my way.
You're a real bastard. Just like my uncle said.
Huh. I told you. The real me is no match for the legend.
It looks like you were right. Okay, Snake. I'll be a good girl.
We'll link up after I grab the doctor. Then we'll take care of the detonation code override.
Gotcha. But listen, I know this area better than you. Call me if you have any questions.
Be careful, okay?
After I open up the cargo door, I'll contact you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Z's right. Konami created both of these games. Okay. God. Did I make that sound? Weird. I'm just going to assume that was me. Yeah, so that was a long cutscene. Holy shit. I'm good. I heard a sound as I started talking, and I was like, did I make that sound? But I don't know what it was. I'm good. I'm just losing my mind. Alright, so, real quick, before I forget, while I'm holding a weapon, I want to call Nastasha.
Snake, that room is set with infrared sensors. You should be able to see them if you had some smoke. Cigarette smoke or something.
Sorry, but these are smokeless cigarettes.
You mean those cigarettes that are designed to cut down on secondhand smoke? Oh, well, don't worry. If you blow the smoke in the direction of the infrared sensors, you should be able to see them. That was a good idea, bringing the cigarettes, but don't smoke too much. Cigarettes make you weak in mind and body. They are bad for you.
Ma'am, you are smoking in your portrait. That's also not what I wanted her to say.
Snake, that room is set with infrared sensors. You should be able to see...
Hold on, does she not do it anymore?
Хорошо. Good. You found a SOCOM. That's a Special Operations Command pistol. It's a 45 caliber pistol with plenty of stopping power. It's also equipped with a LAM for nighttime combat. If you hold down the weapon button, you can train the laser sight on the enemy to help you aim. If you find a SOCOM suppressor, you can equip that too. That pistol was designed specifically for use by special forces, so I think it will be useful. Some people find it a little heavy and hard to use, but it shouldn't be a problem for you.
Oh yeah, so I had to go to a different room. So yeah, Nastasha will comment about any weapon you equip. So I got this earlier. I didn't bother using it. But we'll probably use it, but for now let's see what she has to say about it.
That is a FAMAS. It is a bullpup-style assault rifle. It is durable and easy to use. Very resistant to overheating. It is a reliable weapon with smooth action. It can fire up to 1,000 rounds per minute. On full auto, you will empty a 25-round magazine in a few seconds.
And I'm pretty sure she also has something to say about stuff like this.
You found some grenades. Just pull the pin and it explodes after 5 seconds. You can get a lot done during those 5 seconds, Snake. How you use them is up to you.
So, a lot of this information is pretty correct. Nastasha is a well-written character because she's usually pretty accurate. Also, every woman in this game has made some weird sexual approach on Snake.
Those are stun grenades. They are often used in sensitive operations such as freeing hostages and that sort of thing. Sometimes they are called flash bangs or sound and flash grenades. They make a big flash and lots of noise, which will disorient and disable your opponents temporarily. You have to understand that they won't kill the bad guys, but just stun them for a few seconds. Use them wisely.
I have never heard them called flash and sound grenades. I've heard everything else. I knew everything else she said. I have never heard them called that. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, true sex appeal.
That's a chaff grenade. It's a special grenade that disperses thin, narrow metallic strips of various lengths and frequency responses. It can confuse electronic equipment. It will be useful against machines which depend upon electronic sensors. Naturally, for it to be effective, you must use it before you are attacked. If you are expecting an attack, spread the chaff beforehand.
I'll try to do everything that she does, like show off every single weapon and side item, because I don't think she'll talk about these. Let me see.
It is just like Baker said. We are facing increasing danger from stored nuclear materials. You see, there are 3 elements necessary in the manufacture of nuclear weapons. Nuclear materials, nuclear engineers, and manufacturing technology. All 3 of them can easily be acquired by either legal or illegal means. If you have enough money, that is.
Okay, so yeah, she only talks about the weapons. She will not talk about your extra gear, like all this stuff. Which I think it's still pretty... Oh, shit! I'm good at this game, I swear to God. Yeah, like I told Mike this early on, I think Nastasha is probably my favorite character. Like if I had to choose somebody. Yeah, like I feel like at that point I'm just predictable. Yeah, so much for the big boss rating of this game. I'm gonna say 3 is probably the one I have the most likely chance of getting the best rating of the games that I'm good at least. I believe it's called the big boss rating. I might be wrong, but basically the best rating that you, like, for doing perfect stealth, no killing, never entering the alert status. A lot of stuff goes into it, but it's the best. It's basically being the best at tactical espionage. Also, I have a suppressor now. So now I can kill without being detected by sound. There's the box. Sometimes this game is hard. Also, if you try to stake out in a room, this game works on the logic of infinite troops. So no matter what, somebody will keep respawning until you change your location. I'm gonna like it in 2 and 3 when bodies remain, so you could like hide bodies and you'll know if you're out of people. In 2 and 3, the alert status ends if the room is cleared out as well, so if there's enough bodies hidden, the game says, okay, it's all clear because nobody can report you. She said there was a door on the first floor, didn't she? Oh, well. I forgot I died.
Who are you?
We already listened to this. Skip all is in later games. You cannot do that here. Okay, now that she said that, I still don't actually know where to go. Let me see what she says.
Snake, don't be so impatient. Settle down. I need a little more time to get the cargo door open. I'll call you when I get the door open. Just wait a little, okay?
Okay. Wait, there was 2 tanks here originally. I never noticed that one of the tanks goes missing. It's a nice little foreshadowing. Yeah, so like that's actually really clever, especially if you know what I'm referring to.
You caught Snake?
We're gonna save real quick because I think we're about to do something important.
Snake, like Shakespeare said, knots had, all spent, while our desire is got without content. Basically, it means that your desire can get you into trouble if you're not careful. That goes for items too. Don't get too greedy or you might be sorry. Be careful, Snake.
Why is she so insistent on telling me not to be greedy? Mei Ling is also a good character. This game is full of well-written characters. That's part of the thing with this game, is like, there's not a bad character. What do you want?
Snake, I unlocked the cargo door for you.
Thanks. Where are you?
Where I can see ya.
Don't move around too much.
Don't worry, I'm disguised in this enemy uniform.
You won't be for long with the way you walk.
What does that mean?
Nothing.
Listen, Snake, the cargo door is like an airlock. It's equipped with infrared sensors. Be careful. If an intruder is sensed, gas is released.
Gas?
Okay, so we'll meet at the nuclear warhead storage building.
Wait, you said you'd stay put and be a good girl.
I changed my mind.
Don't get careless. That's when things always turn sour.
Sorry, but this is the only way I can figure out whether or not I'm cut out to be a soldier. I gotta get my hands dirty.
These guys are professionals. You're gonna get yourself killed.
See you there.
There we go. I forgot there was actually like an order that you had to do this stuff in.
Be careful, Snake. That airlock is set with infrared sensors. You probably can't see them with your naked eyes, but there are infrared beams coming out of that wall. Touch any one of them and the doors will seal off and the place will be flooded with poison gas. Somehow you've got to get through without setting off those sensors.
I didn't mean to call her.
Be careful, Snake.
I like how she has to take off her mask to talk to me. Oh shit.
Snake, be careful. There are claymore mines around there. Use a mine detector.
Who are you?
Just call me Deep Throat.
Deep Throat? The informant from the Watergate scandal?
Never mind about that.
You're not using burst transmission. Are you nearby?
Listen, there's a tank in front of your position waiting to ambush you.
Who are you anyway?
One of your fans.
I don't remember that voice actor. I might have just been expecting the one from 2. Alright. So, I'm glad I picked this up. There's claymores scattered around on the radar. I'm going to pick them up because I want them. Every item you pick up has some use. Even if it doesn't seem like it, you are going to get use out of everything that you can hold. Explosives are dangerous. Who do you think you're talking to? Oh no. Oh no.
This is Raven's territory. Snakes don't belong in Alaska. I will not let you pass.
I thought this was later.
Send him a message. That's right. You belong on the ground. You should crawl on the ground like the snake you are. Come, let's fight.
Yeah, I totally forgot that this guy was fought this early into the game. I'm not gonna lie, I don't actually remember how to fight this guy. Shit. I remember now. This might take a couple of tries, though. I figured it out. I think I did.
Snake, be careful.
I swear, I promise you, I am much better at later games. This is the one game I'm not good at. I promise, I'm better. But yeah, I am pretty sure I just got ran over. I remember how to fight him, it's just I don't remember the best strategy for it. Shit, I didn't want to do this. I am pressing the right buttons, game. There was no feasible way I should have done that. I'll take it, but that should not have happened. Also, what happened to Ray?
I hope you are happy. He got the card.
We'll play with him a little longer.
You would be wise not to underestimate him.
What did you think of him?
He is just as you said. In battle, he is as if possessed by a demon. Much like you, I would expect no less.
See? I told you so. But I will kill him.
So, General Ivan, I hear he took your hand as well as your dignity.
Watch your tongue, shaman.
In the language of the Sioux people, Sioux means snake. It is known as an animal to be feared.
Well, Snake is mine now. When I meet him next, I'll take special care of him.
Not yet. Don't kill him yet.
He and I will meet again in battle.
Same prediction as always?
Yes, the raven on my head. It thirsts for his blood.
Oh, thank God it healed me. Also,
people who have been through war and survived develop a kind of sixth sense to warn them of danger. Trust your instincts as a soldier, as a gamer.
I am not saying anything. I'm not going to say anything, but I knew I had to do that side by side. I had to kind of throw Mike that bone. I'm not saying anything. Mike, that is the only hit you're getting. I need this fucking ration. Oh yeah, also, everything's increased again because we beat another boss. So now I can hold 73 amp bullets. I'm having too much fun being a tease. Oh, that's why.
Be careful. You absolutely must not use weapons in that area.
I've already programmed the nanomachine so that he won't be able to, Colonel.
What? What are you talking about?
Have you forgotten? That's where they keep the nuclear warheads. Can't you see them?
Yeah, there's lots of boxes piled up here, but are they all warheads?
Yes, they're all dismantled warheads.
They just leave them here? It's like President Baker said. Totally careless.
They're working on a limited budget. They try to put on a pretty face for the media, but this is the grim reality of it. Nastasha knows lots more about it than I do.
All of the warheads in those boxes have had their detonation mechanisms removed, so there's no fear of them exploding. But if the warheads are broken, they might leak plutonium, and that would be a serious problem.
Snake, never use your weapon on that floor.
So the game outright will not let you. But people have programmed it to take off the failsafe for the weapons and everything. You literally just get a game over if you use any of them. Let's contact mailing and save. I'll go for a little bit, and then we'll stop the main story, but I want to show off some of the other stuff once we do. Alright, I'm going to... As always, my 3 save rule. So now we're going to use this first save and save over it.
Snake, in China they say, you must cross the river before you tell the crocodile he has bad bread. Do you know what that means? It means that the wise man avoids danger first. Use your brain to avoid traps and stay away from the enemy.
Man, that advice would have been good like an hour ago.
What was that noise?
There's only one truck! The first truck is where I got the SOCOM. I know it's there. I just like to... I like to check everything because it's been a while. Yeah, I already had... Yeah, so that's where I got the SOCOM. I was just making absolutely sure. Oh shit!
Where'd he go?
Mars, how dare you speak logic? Ah! I saw the guy and freaked out. I'm gonna die. Fuck. Are you kidding me? You know, I saved. I'm just gonna be absolutely sure I did. We're gonna go and do one of the other things for a minute, and then we're gonna call it. I'll continue on Sunday. God. Yes, I'm just gonna be absolutely sure. Nuke building. Yep.
How's it going, Snake? Have you gotten used to using the radar yet?
Yeah, it's a great system. Not only can I read the topography, but I can monitor the movement of the bad guys, too.
Pretty convenient, huh? It also makes it easy for us to see everything that you're doing.
You're watching everything?
Of course. If you were my boyfriend, you'd never be able to cheat on me.
Being monitored 24 hours a day, that'd be like hell.
Don't think of it like that. At least you'd never get lost.
Jeez. That's not questionable at all. Alright. So first, I want to show this off. So I already took care of it because I wanted to. But I'll come over here to save data too. So you can add data of any game you want. Silent Hill adds a face of the guy from Silent Hill. And you have your 3 main files for Metal Gear Solid right here. So you have the nuke building, what we just finished, the second save we made, and back when we were locked up. This will all come in handy later. But I just wanted to show it off because it has all these little icons like the PS1. And I love it. Alright, so we're going to show off... Wait, can I do that with this too? Huh. So we're going to do VR missions for a little bit, just to show off what these are. Oh yeah, and for you guys who didn't see the opening, the stream will be up like right after, like always. So you can catch up when you get a chance. I might, now that these are out, I might play this before we get back to the RPGs, just because these games are shorter and I really like them. So, you get the idea. Let's start. I hope this doesn't actually spoil anything now that I think about it.
Impressive, Snake.
So yeah, it's a bunch of missions that let you basically learn the game, use the radar effectively, and head for the goal.
Impressive, Snake.
I don't know how much to say about this. I just like the fact that this exists. Use shortcuts wisely. So this one is teaching me about shortcuts like this.
Impressive, Snake.
And I'm pretty sure you can come into these with the weapon and just kind of blast through them if you want, but I like doing it the way that they intend first.
Impressive, Snake.
This also helps give you an idea for how the ranges of the enemies sound, the field of view and sound work, because this way, like, okay, so this is actually a good example.
What was that noise?
Whoops.
Who's that?
All right, Mike. So these floors work like the gridded floors. They make sound when you walk on them, enemies get alerted to it. All that stuff. If you crawl, it won't make as much sound. Simple as that.
Impressive, Snake.
Beware of surveillance cameras and head for the goal. A blind spot is directed beneath cameras. This is how you would learn about the cameras that I was having trouble with earlier.
Impressive, Snake.
The infrared laser ones are like my least favorite just because they take forever. Head for the goal, but don't get spotted by the enemy and duck behind walls where there are low walls.
Impressive sneak.
Welcome back. Yep, this is how teaching me to use the box. There we go.
Impressive, Snake.
Yeah, you're still gonna be caught if a box is moving, you're gonna question it.
Impressive, Snake.
That's true, you can upgrade it to have a... Mike, shut up! Yeah, you can have a poster on the boxes in 5. You could add a 4 too, actually, I think. Watch out for the booby traps, pitfalls. I should not be pushing my luck this much. Okay, that dude could have kissed you and didn't know she was that close. Seriously, yeah, I got really close on that one. 4, hopefully the Master Collection adds 4 for all consoles, because unfortunately it's stuck on the PS3. Like, it's not even a PS... It's not even a PS4 game or anything. You can only play it on the PS3. That's how badly the PS3 fucked up. Oh, I didn't read that. Five is good. I like 5.
Who's that?
I like how you say I have luck and then immediately. Oh, I see what I'm supposed to do. Oh, wait. Fucked up. I wasn't supposed to do what I did. 100% not what I was supposed to do. Shut up, Mike.
What was that noise? What was that noise?
I was supposed to do that. How I got past the first guy, I do not know. Watch out for searchlights. So basically, the first thing that fucked me up in the
Who's that?
every time with this area, like, because this happened at the very beginning of the game with the spotlights, but I got caught like immediately when Mike started watching. Okay. Turn around, you slut. That should not have worked. That should not have worked. Oh, Lord.
Who's that? Who's that? Who's that?
Actually, I'm not sure how I'm gonna go about this. You're supposed to watch the guard's movements and just sneak by, because this is one of the last tests, but like... Damn it! I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Watch each enemy's movement and head for the goal. Yeah, I get that. Damn it. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Actually,
What was that noise?
Who's that? Okay, so luring works, but it's probably not the right strategy.
What was that noise?
Oh, fuck. Stupid fucking control stick. Ah, whatever. Let's look at the other ones. Actually, let's try, let's see what the weapon ones are like. Destroy all targets and head for the goal. Easy enough, actually. Let's see how these ones go. Oh, there wasn't one right there.
Impressive, Snake. Impressive, Snake. Impressive, Snake.
Yeah!
Impressive, Snake.
I didn't realize there was only 5 levels for these. There's also a time attack that I'm not going to bother with right now. I'm going to do one more of these and I'll probably call it good. Right? Like, that is uncharacteristic, but still funny.
Impressive, Snake.
Watch out for the explosive blast. Okay.
Impressive, Snake. Impressive, Snake.
Whoops.
Impressive, Snake.
Yeah!
There we go.
Impressive, Snake.
Oh, this has all the weapons that I'm going to be getting in the game here. Cool. Alright. I'm going to call it there, though, because almost 3.5 hours. I'm a little stiff in the neck, too, because the seat's getting uncomfortable. Probably going to need to buy a new one. But yeah, I'll probably continue on Sunday, continue the story. And then like I said at the beginning, I'll probably try to I'll do this, the VR missions, the special missions, and I also plan to do an entire playthrough of Integral, which, let me go ahead and just kind of bring that up. So yeah, there's special, and then there's Integral. They're not too different, but there's actually some interesting changes to Integral that I will show off. But yeah, that's for later. I'll eventually get through all the games. That being said, I'm going to call it here, and I'll see everybody next time, probably on Sunday. See y'all.